Have you ever felt that sinking feeling when the man you're seeing suddenly becomes distant? Everything seemed to be going great, the chemistry was strong, and you felt like you were both on the same page. But then, almost out of nowhere, he seems to withdraw. His calls become sporadic, his messages lack the excitement they once had, and he starts to feel like a stranger. It can be confusing and frustrating. But don't worry, you're not alone, and there are ways to navigate this situation without losing yourself or your peace of mind. Let's explore why men sometimes pull away and how you can handle it gracefully. Number 1. Understanding why men pull away. Many men feel a natural resistance to commitment, especially early in a relationship. This fear often comes from past experiences, societal pressures, or even a subconscious desire to protect themselves from getting hurt. When things start to feel serious, some men panic, interpreting commitment as a loss of freedom or control. This doesn't mean they don't care about you. They just need time to reconcile their feelings and understand if they're truly ready for a deeper commitment. Need personal space. Men, just like women, value their independence. For many, this independence is vital to maintaining a sense of identity. If they feel like they're being overwhelmed or losing themselves, they might instinctively pull back to regain a sense of control. When they take this space, it's essential to respect it, and remember that personal space is not a reflection of their feelings for you. Stress or life challenges. Men tend to withdraw when dealing with stress or significant life challenges, such as career pressures, financial problems, or family issues. Unlike many women who may seek support and connection during difficult times, men are more likely to retreat inward. They may not want to appear vulnerable or feel they need to handle their problems alone. Recognizing that his withdrawal may be due to external pressures rather than relationship issues can help alleviate your own insecurities. Feeling of pressure. While natural to want closeness and reassurance, too much of it can sometimes come across as neediness. If a man senses that you're relying on him for all of your happiness and self-worth, he may start to feel overwhelmed or even responsible for your emotional well-being. This can be a turnoff, as most men value a partner who is independent and self-assured. Maintaining a healthy balance and ensuring that your happiness isn't solely dependent on him can help to avoid this feeling of pressure. Number 2. Signs that a man is pulling away. One of the most common signs of withdrawal is a decrease in communication. Texts that were once constant might become less frequent, and phone calls may become shorter or less enthusiastic. He may also take longer to reply to messages, sometimes even ignoring them altogether for hours or even days. Reduced physical affection. Physical closeness is a significant indicator of emotional connection for many men. If he's becoming less affectionate, avoiding physical intimacy, or appearing disinterested in spending quality time, it could be a sign that he's pulling back emotionally. Changes in behavior. If he's suddenly moody, distant, or even irritable around you, it might signal that he's struggling with his own feelings. When a man pulls away, it often creates an emotional conflict within him. On one hand, he may still care about you. On the other, he's wrestling with his internal reasons for distancing himself. This inner turmoil can manifest as unpredictable behavior or mood swings, making excuses to avoid time together. When a man begins pulling away, he may start making excuses to avoid time together, often citing work or personal obligations. While everyone has their own lives and responsibilities, if you notice this happening more often, it could be an indicator that he's putting up walls between you. Number 3. How to handle a man pulling away. When you notice a man withdrawing, one of the most effective responses is to simply give him the space he needs. This doesn't mean you have to act cold or distant, just let him breathe. Resist the urge to call or message constantly, as this can push him further away. Trust that if he truly values the relationship, he'll return in his own time. Giving space allows him to reflect and miss your presence rather than feeling smothered. Focus on yourself and your happiness. Instead of spending all your energy wondering why he's distant, use this time to focus on yourself. Reconnect with friends, dive into hobbies, and pursue activities that bring you joy. This not only helps you stay happy and fulfilled, but also shows him that you have a full, vibrant life outside of the relationship. A confident and independent partner is incredibly attractive, and focusing on yourself can help ease any anxiety you may feel. Communicate openly, but don't push for answers. If he continues to pull away and you feel uncertain, it's okay to open up a conversation. Approach it with a calm and understanding tone. You could say something like, "I've noticed you seem distant lately. Is there anything you'd like to talk about?" However, avoid pressuring him for answers. Sometimes, men need to work through their feelings on their own before they're ready to open up. Set boundaries to protect your emotional well-being. While it's important to give him space, it's equally important to set boundaries to ensure you don't feel like you're waiting indefinitely. Boundaries can be as simple as deciding how much time you're willing to give him to figure things out, or reminding yourself not to sacrifice your own happiness in the hopes of holding on to the relationship. By setting these boundaries, you're valuing yourself and establishing a foundation of self-respect. Number 4. What not to do when he pulls away. When you feel someone slipping away, it's natural to want to pull them closer, but this can often backfire. Men typically pull away because they feel overwhelmed or pressured, and chasing after them only amplifies these feelings. Instead, allow him to feel the natural consequences of his withdrawal. If he values the connection, he'll come back on his own terms. Avoid overthinking and self-blame. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking you did something wrong. Did I say something to upset him? Was I too needy? While it's okay to self-reflect, constantly blaming yourself will only damage your self-esteem. Not every withdrawal is a result of something you did. Often, it's a reflection of his own insecurities, struggles, or doubts. Accepting this can bring peace of mind and reduce the urge to overthink. Resist the urge to punish or guilt him. When feeling hurt, some may try to make their partner feel guilty for pulling away by sulking or giving the silent treatment. But this approach is rarely effective and can create even more distance. If you genuinely care about the relationship, avoid using tactics that could make him feel like he's walking on eggshells around you. Instead, remain calm and understanding. Number 5. When to walk away. While everyone deserves time and space, if pulling away becomes a repeated pattern without any genuine explanation or reason, it might be a sign of emotional unavailability. If he's constantly withdrawing and causing you distress, it's essential to evaluate if this relationship aligns with your own emotional needs. A healthy relationship involves mutual respect, communication, and stability. If you feel consistently unappreciated or unhappy, in any relationship, your happiness and well-being are paramount. If his withdrawal consistently leaves you feeling undervalued or unhappy, it may be a sign that it's time to reconsider the relationship. A fulfilling partnership should enhance your life, not make you feel like you're walking on eggshells or waiting indefinitely for someone to reciprocate. Number 6. Trust that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes, the hardest part of dealing with a partner pulling away is letting go of control and trusting that things will work out for the best. Remember, every relationship teaches us something, whether it's a deeper understanding of ourselves, what we want in a partner, or a clearer vision of the future we're building. If he comes back ready to commit, you've grown through this experience and will have a stronger foundation. And if he doesn't, you're now more empowered and open for someone who will truly value and cherish the connection. Embrace the journey and trust that everything happens for a reason. Dealing with someone pulling away can be a challenging experience, but remember that you have the power to handle it with grace and self-respect. By focusing on your own happiness, setting boundaries, and giving him space, you're showing strength and confidence, qualities that are attractive and empowering. If he's the right person, he'll come back, and if not, you've paved the way for someone better suited to appreciate and value you. Make sure to subscribe for more insightful advice on navigating relationships and creating a life filled with love, respect, and confidence.